Hey everyone, it's me, JD Witherspoon, coming to you at your favorite time of the day, confetti time! Confetti time! Yeah.
Hey, JD.
Oh, hey.
It's not just confetti time. It's also National Taffy Day.
Woohoo! Oh, sorry, Newberg. Taffy Day isn't until tomorrow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? I spent like the whole day making taffy.
Well, look, I have a National Day of the Year calendar back in my dressing room, and today is National Maritime Day. Is that saltwater taffy, by the way?
No.
Ooh.
This taffy bit, it's not gonna work, is it?
No, not really.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat all this taffy then. Bye.
All of it? Oh, wow. Okay, hey, his heart's in the right place, isn't it, everyone? Thanks for joining us live Monday through Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. And just wanted to give you a quick little heads up. Next week, we have an entire week of themed episodes. Yes, it starts with a big money Memorial Day on Monday for 27 grand. And then the rest of the week, we're celebrating movies, superhero movies on Tuesday, then horror on Wednesday, animation on Thursday, and romantic comedies on Friday. That's all next week. You better be here. But right now, let's get into this. So, Kim Kardashian is upset with Jack in the Box, but won't say why. If I had to guess, it's that someone who works there was wrongfully imprisoned and she wants them out. Ooh, and did you see John Wick 3? Because it was huge at the box office. So much so that the release date for the 4th installment was announced. May 21st, 2021. Yes, I can't wait. Let's keep this thing going, okay? So now we wait for the next John Wick. All right, so K-pop sensation Twice have 12 videos that all hit 100 million views. And the latest is called Fancy. Hey, nice work, ladies. So basically, every member watched a few times, right? Because I counted, and there's at least 1 million women in the band. It's crazy. Ooh, and also, Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift are both releasing albums this summer. Coincidence? I think not. They have so much in common. They are basically the same person. Here, look, check this out. They both have names, hair, can sing, dance, and one is from Canada. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Now, if you're here for the first time, thank you for checking us out. Make sure you have the most up-to-date Facebook app on your phone, and if you're still glitching, try switching from data to Wi-Fi, everyone. And at the end of the game, hit follow on our page for news and updates on special episodes. Now, your friends may help you win cash on this show because as you play, you can see each other's answers in real time. So tap share at the bottom left and invite all the friends that you want. And if your friend has never played before, when they accept your invitation and play the game for the first time, you both earn a free life. And if you haven't already heard, let me tell you about the VIP High Five. When you play 5 games of Confetti, you'll earn a free life. Easy, right? So, in other words, if you play an entire week, Monday through Friday, you'll earn that free life. And you don't even have to play your 5 games in a row. It's so easy. Now look, if you have a free life, you can keep playing if you get one wrong and still get a chance at big cash. So invite as many friends as you want to help you rack up as many free lives as you can. But only 1 free life can be used per game, and it won't save you on the final question. So check our show page for all the details on how free lives work. All right, now I'm gonna ask you 10 questions that get harder as we go, and you have 10 seconds to hit your answer. Get all 10 right, and you'll get a share of the cash prize, and tonight's cash prize is $7,500. OMG. Now, if you get one wrong, don't worry, your game isn't over. You can keep playing on your screen and help your friends with your correct answers so they still have a chance to win a piece or all of that $7,500. And after tonight's show, we'll be giving out a confetti clue in our Confetti official fan group. So check it out after the game and join the group. And with that, let's see what the chat's talking about. Hey, Lynn's here and says, shout out to JD's jammies. My daughter has the same ones. Whoa, okay, twinsies. Me and your daughter just rocking the same clothes, like it. Who says, wow, 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 I love it. Themes, yes, themes coming up next week. Don't miss it. Jake's here and says, a shout out to my beautiful fiance, Cherie, for showing me this awesome game. Jake, Cherie, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. We got Kathy in the chat now who says, JD, I need a shout out to Columbus, Ohio. I'm still waiting on my first win. Been playing for months. Oh, Kathy, shout out to you and Columbus, Ohio. Keep it going. Hey, we got Deborah in the chat who says, I love confetti, now just to win. Tommy's here and says, JD, could you give Tommy a shout out? What's Tommy? Shout out to you, man. How you? Good to see you. Jeremy's here and says, a shout out to my wife, Ashley, my daughter, Tiffany, and let's try to win tonight. The whole family's in the building. Let's get it. We got Miranda who says, a shout out to my homegirl, Desi. JD is here. Oh, well, it's not the letter J and D. It's like JD? How do you say this? J-A-D-I-E. JD. Well, shout out to me. It's my birthday, they say. Hey, JD, I don't know how to say this without it sounding like me, but shout out to you and happy birthday. We got Pamela in the chat who says, hey, JD, shout out to my daughter, Hannah. Today's her 15th birthday, Hannah. Congratulations, happy birthday. Michael's in the chat and says, shout out to Cleo. She loves confetti, and we are on vacation in Daytona right now, but we're still playing. That's what I'm talking about, those dedicated players. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we got Elizabeth who's here who says, a shout out to my husband, James, for fixing my computer, master's degree, here I come. Jessica says, a shout out to JD, that's me. He says, you're out to my mom for letting me use her phone. Oh, moms, aren't they great? And Deneen is here and says, loving the pink camouflage. Deneen, you know, I mean, I was trying to hide from you, but I wanted to be fabulous while I did it. Jessica's here and says, please shout me out. Loving the camo. Thank you, Jessica. Shout out to you. And last but not least, we have Diana who says, hey, JD, you are glowing in the wind. Fabulous. Yes, fabulous. With that, let's get ready to confetti. All right, here's your first question. Who is a famous mental health professional with his own daytime TV show? Dr. Seuss, Dr. Strange, or Dr. Phil? Now, you know, most of us are too young to remember back in the 80s when Vicks cough syrup ran ads with actors plugging the product who said, I'm not a doctor, but I do play one on TV. Ha! First question. I don't need to go into that. Dr. Phil is the correct answer. Come on, you knew that. And if any of you did need me to explain why that's the right answer, you're probably to win tonight. But hey, thanks for playing, and remember to follow our page after the show and invite your friends to play with you next time. Okay, so we have 23,449 players who are 1 for 1, and it's time for question number 2. Which of these is a fruit? Past, current, or future? Now, speaking of fruit, did you know that since 2001, millions of tomato seeds have traveled to the International Space Station and back before being grown in schools all over Canada and the US? Well, come on, NASA, where are my space tomatoes then? I've been waiting. Now, no, this isn't a time machine question or one about the 3 ghosts that visit Scrooge the night before Christmas. Past and future aren't names of fruits, but there is one called a currant. Currant, which is the correct answer, yes. A currant is a tiny dried grape. And don't give me that raised eyebrow right now and say, I know what a currant is, JD. Okay, good for you. A lot of us don't. Just want to let everybody, you know, be in the loop. So, where are we at? We got, 22,139 players have known the first 2 answers and are still playing for a piece of $7,500. And next up, we got a video for you to look at, so check this out. Hey, if you're planning a wedding on a budget, book a DJ instead of a band. And if you're planning a wedding on a really, really small budget, book Morris. And plan your first dance as a married couple around a Tony Bennett or Perry Como song. He's great, I tell you. All right, now, why did we watch that video? So we could ask you this, question number 3. Before DJ meant spinning vinyl at a club, it most often referred to a job at which of these? Radio station, horse racing track, or Dow Jones? Now, if you've ever wondered how producer slash DJ Moby got his name, it's because his great-great-great-great-great-granduncle was supposedly Moby Dick author Herman Melville. What? It's crazy. And Judy Blume has a daughter who DJs by the name of Blubber, which happens to be a huge lie. I'm just messing with you. All right, so while the first 2 letters in the name make up DJ, the Dow Jones has never gone by that name. Now, the clue we posted in the official Confetti fan group said, listen up, think AM or FM. Excuse me, and FM, because radio station is the correct answer. Yes, did you get it? Come on, you knew that one. We got, 19,626 players who are through 3 questions. And with a vowel movement. Yeah, so creative. We're going to ask you about one of our favorite kinds of letters. Vowels. Here we go. Question number 4. What does the I stand for in G.I. Joe? Issue, incumbent, or infantry? Now, you know, Marvel teamed up with Hasbro to reboot G.I. Joe series in the 80s. Supposedly, Hasbro hadn't even considered having the Joes fight bad guys. Okay, that's interesting. I'd love to know what Hasbro wanted to do. I mean, I bet they were thinking less action and something more like, who's the boss? Who's the boss, right? All right, now, of course, we're not talking about the cartoon in this question, but the actual term for the soldier. G.I. Joe was a World War II term for the average American soldier. Which is the correct. You'd have to. We have a party foul soldier. No!
Oh, damn!
Oh, no. You thought it was infantry soldiers. Yeah. That's my G.I. Joe voice. I just thought about it. I'm wearing camo. I'm like a G.I. Joe. Hey, I'm a very sassy G.I. Joe. Yeah. With your friends. You have a free life on you. I hope so. And with that, I salute the 9,427 players who are 4 for 4. Well, let's see what's next. Hey, it's keeping it real. We're going to ask you about a movie. Here we go. Question number 5. Elle Fanning played which Disney princess in a live-action feature film? Aurora, Belle, or Cinderella? Now, speaking of films, next week we have 4 nights of movie-themed shows, including superheroes on Tuesday, horror on Wednesday, animated movies on Thursday, and rom-coms on Friday. Plus, we have that huge big money game on Memorial Day for 27 grand. That's Monday. Don't miss that. Please don't miss that. All right, so did you think it was Belle? Sorry. Belle from Beauty and the Beast was played by Emma Watson. So, did Elle play Princess Aurora in Maleficent or the title character in Cinderella? Well, if you pick Cindy, then the glass slipper doesn't fit you tonight because Aurora is the correct answer. Yes. And if you got it wrong, remember, tomorrow is National Taffy Day, so there's still something to look forward to, right? I mean, oh, hey.
I think I'm sick from eating all this taffy.
You know, Newberg, nobody told you you had to eat all the taffy you made, so.
Yeah, sure, but I figured we needed to come back to me and establish that I thought today was Taffy Day when it's actually tomorrow.
No, we didn't. We can just ask, questions and play the game, so.
Okay, but I'm just gonna keep eating this taffy just in case.
All right. Yeah, that's good. That's sweet. Hey, look at this. We've got 5,425 players who have made it to the halfway point. Next up is question number 6. Which of these debuted on television first? The Tonight Show, The Beatles on Ed Sullivan, or Color? Now, are any of you taping the live studio versions of All in the Family and The Jeffersons tonight? I am, so please don't spoil it for me in the chat. Also, don't stop playing the game if you didn't know it was on tonight. Ooh, note to self, do not mention stuff that's happening while the game is going on. Hey, keep playing with us, keep playing the game. Now look, the Beatles appeared on Ed Sullivan in 1964, and about 10 years before that, The Tonight Show, hosted by Steve Allen, premiered. Well, both of those shows were in black and white. Does that mean that the show, The Tonight Show is the correct answer? No, because color technology made its debut years before The Tonight Show, which means color. Everyone, color televisions were first available on the mass market in 1951, and it took a few years for shows to all start using color. So yeah, there you go, fun facts. And 2,386 players are through 6. And the only color on their mind is green. Yeah, that's because Cash is green. I'm over-explaining, aren't I? Things, okay, this is weird. Sorry, let's keep it going. Next up, we got question number 7. What element's periodic table symbol is the same as the Cornhusker State's postal abbreviation? Neon, indium, or argon? Well, no, I'm just kidding. Look, my dream is to someday open up a restaurant called The Periodic Table. The Periodic Table. The Periodic Table! It just sounds so good, Where everything on the menu is inspired by the elements. You want a loaded baked potato? Try the potassium bomb. I gotta work on this idea. All right, so I have every science teacher probably watching right now a little bit excited, right? Just like me. Okay, well, it's gonna work one day. Now, you need to know a bunch of stuff to get this one right. Let's start with indium, kids. All right, students, class, I'm the teacher now. Its symbol is IN. the postal abbreviation for Indiana, which is not the Cornhusker state. Neon symbol is NE and argon symbol is AR. That means either Nebraska or Arkansas is the state known for husking corn. And if you're a fan of college football, you probably know that Arkansas's team is the Razorbacks and Nebraska's team is the Cornhuskers. The postal abbreviation for Nebraska is NE, which means the correct answer is neon. Neon, whose symbol is NE. That was fun. You know, there was so much to unpack there. And I'm going to refer to the Nebraska football team as the Neons for as long as I live now. All right, great. Where are we at? 1,806 players have flown through 7 questions. 3 more right answers get you a taste of $7,500. Next up, question number 8. Which famous musical rivals have never appeared on a Billboard charting single together? Tupac and Notorious B.I.G., Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, or Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj? Now, a while back, Rolling Stone did a survey asking fans to vote on their favorite musical collaboration. And one Sweet Day by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men came in number 1. Really? Okay, what happened to you, Rolling Stone? What? Okay, sure. Look, even though they became rivals, Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. did actually appear on the Billboard charting, on a Billboard charting single together, yeah, and it was called Running from the Police. So who was the other pair that collaborated? Well, Mariah and Nicki have a well-known feud, but supposedly it all started when they made the video for 2010's Up Out My Face. So the ones who have never appeared on a hit single together are Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, that's the right one. They are the correct answer, you know? They may have been Mouseketeers together, but that's obviously where their friendship began and ended. I blame Justin. He was there too. Oh, Timberlake, that Timberlake. Hey, look at this. We've got 1,019 players who have made it down to our final 2 questions. Cool, here we go with question number 9. Shakespeare's wife daughter with a character created by which author? Margaret Atwood, Mary Wollstonecraft, or Virginia Woolf? Now, I think the weirdest casting in a Shakespeare film was Keanu Reeves as Don John in Much Ado About Anything. Hearing him say, "I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jest," without adding, "bodacious." I mean, at the end of that line, you know, that was just a big miss for me, right? You saw John Wick, right? You saw it? Okay, so Shakespeare had 2 daughters, Susanna and Judith. One of these authors wrote an essay where she created a fictional sister of Shakespeare's. This character, named Judith, is also a talented writer whose ambitions are thwarted because she's a woman. The name of the essay is A Room of One's Own, and the author was Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf, everyone, who is the correct answer. And look at that, 9 questions down, and we got 447 players who are looking like big bad wolves right now. You're huffing and puffing and blowing these questions down with only 1 more in your way. And Dude, I said to stop eating the taffy. We are just trying to get through the game without a strange running gag tonight, okay? Please, Newberg. But hey, it's now time for your final question. Here is your final question. The first African-American Major League Baseball manager entered the Hall of Fame while managing which team? Cincinnati Reds, San Francisco Giants, or Cleveland Indians? Now, the Baseball Hall of Fame is in Cooperstown, New York, which is hundreds of miles from anywhere. And that's similar to our Confetti Hall of Fame, which is, for some reason, in Albania. Yeah. Now, the first African-American baseball manager elected to the Hall of Fame was 2-time MVP Frank Robinson. He was also the first African-American to manage a major league team, and that team was the Cleveland Indians, but he left the Indians before being elected. He won one of his MVP awards playing for Cincinnati. So, did he go on to manage the Reds? No, he never did. That means the San Francisco Giants are the correct answer. Did you know that? Did you get every single question right and earn yourself a trip to Albania as a newly inducted member of the Confetti Hall of Fame? Did you? Please let me know. Anyway, looks like how many players we got tonight? Oh, what? 59. 59 of you have won and answered all 10 questions correctly and are taking home $127.12 a piece. Wow, you did it. Thank you so much for playing Confetti. We had a great time, and I hope everyone who played tonight did too. A shout out to some of these winners. We got Yuji, Kyle, Victor, Lisa, Maylee, Otavia, Kion, Richard, Kathy, Margaret. Such interesting names. I love it. Let's see who's in the chat left. We got Celine, who says a shout out to my dad for 27 years of military service. Hashtag salute. Rose is here and says, I need you to explain that outfit, JD. What you mean? This? I like fashion. Rose, I just like to look good. That's me. All right, we got Amy who says, hey, JD, can I get your hand-me-down pink camo suit when I stop fitting this? Absolutely. Absolutely. And cool. That's it. Oh, wait. No. We are not doing the taffy thing again, everyone. Please cut back to me. No more Newberg eating out of the bucket. That's only during lunchtime. All right, everybody. So make sure to follow our page. And remember, now you'll get a free life after you play the game 5 times. Also, tomorrow's Confetti Clue will be posted in the Confetti official fan group, so make sure you check it out and join the group, okay? All right? I'm JD Witherspoon, and we'll be back tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, and we're giving away another $7,500. I'll see you then. Have a nice evening. Bye.